Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Can you raise up a hand if you are a food delivery rider? Seems like the turnout is not really good. Thank you for attending this meaningful rally. Today, I would like to talk about the three main issues that riders face, some solution, and how we can work towards achieving them. Firstly, the fare has been decreasing while the cost of living has been going up. Formerly, when Uber Eats was around, we earned a decent income. But over the years, our income has been reduced to maybe half of what we used to earn. The cost of living has gone up together with the latest hike in GST. Once there was a rider that got an order of only $2 in fare. Is our labor really so cheap and was less than the hamburger in McDonald's? It would therefore be reasonable to request for a minimum fare guarantee per order at $6 that is not inclusive of the calculation of mileage from rider location to restaurant and consumer. It should be added to our fare like taxi driver and also for the waiting time. Most of us riders, when we arrive at the restaurant, sometimes the restaurant will tell us we need to wait half an hour before the order is ready. Since the taxi drivers and PHV are getting the compensation for every 15 minutes block, I think it should also apply to riders. And for midnight surcharge, I think it should also apply to us riders. Because in the F&B industry, who want to work the midnight hours? Secondly, platform need to prioritize rider safety much more. Many of us have been assigned incredibly heavy loads to deliver and endangering us on the road as we lose balance. I have personally been assigned to deliver a lot of mineral water, whereby I have to hang them on both sides of my handlebar, which is very dangerous when we are on the road, running our electric bicycle. Platform expect us to make multiple trips to the customer, but they only pay us a single fare. Shouldn't the delivery be calculated based on how many trips you make to the customer location? I think that would be fair. Moreover, they should come out with a weight load of not more than 8 kgs for rider, which I think is reasonable. Riders should also not be penalized for not accepting an order during adverse weather. Whereby it's raining heavily, some platforms, when we are on shift, they have the AR and CR system, which I think they could do better by being flexible. Okay, as a rider, when the weather is good, do you think we don't want to accept an order unless the distance is really too far? In the event of an accident on the job, riders' insurance should be equal across the board for all the tier. Last year, I was a GrabFood rider, and I was hospitalized for 36 days due to an accident. And when I tried to claim from Chubb, their insurer, they refuted the claim based on the ground that I didn't meet the tiering system. Basically, for me, tiering system is something like modern slavery. They should not do that. Because when you want to offer any insurance, it shouldn't be based on a tier. You can be a cleaner, you can be a supervisor, you can be a manager in a company. But the insurance should be given equally, regardless of your rank in the company. During the 36 days, I lost quite a lot of income. I even wrote into MOM, and MOM asked me to refer back to Grab. And Grab has replied to Chubb, their immediate insurer, that I'm not eligible for the claim, which I think is not fair. But after the incident, starting this year, Grab has revised their policy. It covers all tier But at the same time, those riders that join us, that join them, they need to hit a certain trip before they are also entitled for the full claim. If I'm not wrong, those that started recently, the lowest tier, they can only claim for 40% of loss of income due to hospitalization. I strongly believe that the equal rights to good insurance, minimum fair guarantee, and improvement in rider safety important for us riders to sustain our livelihood. No one should have to pay for accidents and get into one making platforms money. Most importantly, no one should unnecessarily get into accidents in the first place. And everyone deserves to be able to live a life where their basic needs are met. So how much longer we as riders expect the platform to exploit us? Until we see the fare getting much, much lower, it is clear that our fares are getting lower, that the platform are maximizing their profits. As riders, we are the one making money for the platform. Just imagine if one day we decided to turn off our app together, and the platform has problem getting riders, and the bosses can't make money. I think they would accede to our request for minimum fair guarantee and our basic right. I think 2 years back, there was a ban on the PMD. And it was quite a large issue over the social media. We didn't manage to get the ban to be lifted, but an association was founded by NTUC to look into the riders issue, which I think maybe more policies will be coming out soon, but we riders don't know what will be coming out. So it's whether we are man enough to use our power to fight for our own benefits, or are we comfortable with a low fare whereby even one rider with a fare of $2, if they accept it, the platform will think, okay, if a rider can accept a $2 fare delivery, why can't the other rider? And in the end, they will in turn lower down the fare again to maximize their profit. So which do you choose? I think I will skip the Mandarin version. I think that's all for my speech.